And welcome back. Well, this was the winning moment last year for Danica Tramburg when she became Miss Wisconsin USA 2019. Danica joins me now to chat about what the past year has been like. And I love that moment because I was there last year and I saw you get crowned.
Yeah,
what is that moment like? I mean, a lot of people will never have a moment like that in their life.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to explain because it was the first time that I've been crowned like that. Just being there with Tika, she was my first runner-up. I just stood there with her and I was like, I know no matter who wins today that we're gonna have a great representative for the state of Wisconsin. And it was just so exciting. Would have been so excited for her if she won, but I was just completely overwhelmed, ecstatic, you know, crying, happy. Like your whole year has changed.
How many times had you competed at Miss Wisconsin USA?
So before winning this past year, I competed 2 times prior, and it was in the top 15. So this was my 3rd time, and last time, unfortunately. I'm so sad.
Yeah, I know. Talk a little bit about what your year entails, because I think a lot of people look at young women like you. They're like, oh, they're beautiful. What do they do? Just sit around and wave at people?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you guys really get out and you do a lot in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. So my focus this year was human trafficking. So I worked with a lot of organizations, especially in the Milwaukee area, and just bringing awareness to this horrible crime that's happening literally across the state of Wisconsin, across the country. I was first exposed to it in 2017. I worked with the National Basketball Association out in LA, and we had this whole weekend dedicated to learning about trafficking and how we can help and bring awareness to this awful crime that's happening right now.
I think it's an important one and one that people have just kind of started talking about, you know, quite a bit in the last year or so, especially here in our state being on a freeway.
Yes.
I know that that's a big part of it, right, is your access to a freeway.
Exactly. So I'm going around throughout the year making community appearances, talking about this, other causes that are important to me. Alzheimer's is one of them. Yeah. So it's an entire year kind of service and dedicating myself to the community and the state as well.
It's cool. We just did the Mac Fun softball game together, and that was good. You're really good at softball, too.
Yeah, so are you.
And that was a fun one where we raised a lot of money for the Mac Fun. You get out and you do really cool things. When you talk to girls out in the community, who do you suggest should participate in this program? What, you know, when people talk to you, why do you say, like, this is why you should do this, and hey, come and try out?
Absolutely anyone. I actually came from a background of sports my entire life, so it was totally different, out of my comfort zone. My mom's like, you should try it. I'm like, you know what, I would love to challenge myself, let's do it. So I ended up competing for 3 years and absolutely fell in love with it. You can take so much away from it, so I would say literally, you know, you don't have to want to be Miss Wisconsin USA even, but you can learn so much about yourself in the process. And it's about that and making a platform for yourself, and it's so much greater than what you can do for yourself, but it's what you can do for everyone else, and that's why I love this system so much.
That's pretty cool. You have a kid sister, a Teen USA, that you spend your year with. One thing you've done is you've created this blog, and people can kind of follow along with your experiences throughout the year, but as well after the year. One of the blogs that you have is about an accident you had, and this was a very traumatic moment for you. That was a turning point in your life.
Absolutely. So I created this blog mostly because I think people are so relatable, and you don't always realize it. So it's
especially when you look like this. You know, you're like, oh, can I go up and hang out with her? Yes, you can.
Absolutely. And everyone faces some sort of adversity in their life and challenges, difficulties. So it's basically to just connect everyone and take the silver lining out of everything, because no matter what experiences you go through, you can learn something from it, and you can take some positive thing from it. So I went through a really bad accident just a few short weeks after I was crowned. It was petrifying. By the grace of God, I made it through, but it actually happened on Highway 41 heading south. I was going to a cystic fibrosis climb downtown, and I was rear-ended on the freeway. My car flew across lanes of traffic. I was hit from the back, and then also the front of my car was demolished, and I had to climb out of my car. So many kind people stopped for me, but the driver did drive off.
Fled the scene.
So it was just one of those moments where I came off of a high of my life, and then something like this happens, and what can you take from that experience, and how can you move forward? So just a message.
Perspective.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about how you see things and what you learn from it, and how you can take that and do something better.
I love it. What's next for you? Where are people going to see you around town?
Oh, so that's the biggest question, right?
Yeah.
First of all, just take a little bit of time with my family, and just enjoy life for a little bit, I think. But, you know, I love the pageant. I love what it does for young women especially. So I would love to stay involved somehow and be a mentor for younger women that are competing as well. So
very cool. I love it. Well, you can follow along with Danica on her website. It's perfectyourpurpose.com. She's given up her title September 8th, and if you want to compete, there's still opportunity for teens and Miss contestants to join the competition as well. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Good to see you.